problem is I ran out of battery juice. Oh, hey, I forgot I'm doing a recording. So, hey everybody, welcome. Hi, Bat Knights. Welcome back to another episode of The Real Manos. Now, for the longest time, I have been threatening to do a change on how I review comics. I've been thinking about doing arcs and reviewing arcs, and trying to figure out like how to do that with the single issues that come out weekly. So what I think I'm going to do is, starting this week actually, I did a live stream last night where I talk about Iron Heart trailer and the Superman trailer. I also reviewed the comics I read last week. And I'll be doing that for the time being, and the arcs will be reviewed as they kind of finish up. So, with that said, I'd like to get started right now. And I wanted to start reviewing the Batgirl 1 through 6, the new series. And this is the Mother arc. And this one is the new Cassandra Cain line. And it is written by Tate Bromble. And the artist on this, I'm not familiar with their work, but this is Toshiki Miyazawa. And this is taking up where we've kind of left off with Cassandra. And we're revisiting a source of pain for the character, where she is kind of, I guess, at this point, pretty successfully divorced herself from her natural father, Kane, and has really embraced Batman as her father, or at least her father figure. But that leaves her mother, and that is Lady Shiva. So we've had instances where she has like come up in the past. If you haven't read the original Cassandra Cain Batgirl series, highly recommend. There's an arc within the first 25 issues where she is visited by Shiva, and they duel in issue 25, and it is fantastic. There is also the end of that series. It's not written by the original team, but it is the Daughter of Destruction arc, which is fantastic, actually. Good stuff. So they've also met in the most recent Batgirl series that was with Cassandra, Stephanie, and Barbara. There's a really interesting couple of issues dealing with Shiva. So now we're back to it. And the story starts just rapid fire. There was no setup. We just jump right into it. Where Cassandra is asked to visit Lady Shiva. She calls her to a meeting, and they meet at this, I don't know, this abandoned building, office? I'm not sure what the place is, actually. There was a security guard there that Shiva killed. And it starts out with this great exchange. Shiva is looking out the window talking to Cassandra, and she says, I never wanted a daughter. And Cassandra responds, you talk like I wanted a mother. Okay, here we go. So essentially, neither one are happy to see each other. Cassandra isn't exactly ecstatic that she just murdered some random innocent guy to have this meeting. But Shiva is warning her that there is this ninja clan that is after her, and they're also after Cassandra just for the crime of being her daughter. And Cassandra's like, okay, great. They're probably mad at you for real reasons, so good luck. But that's when they crash. This story starts at 0 to 60 and jumps right into it, where they are fighting for their lives. They're able to escape. Love this art that Miyazawa is doing here. And they're able to escape like Christopher Nolan Dark Knight style. Let's see, Shiva knows that Cassandra has that. So anyway, they are chased for the next couple issues, and they take refuge and a couple different places. Cassandra like specifically mentions, oh hey, gee, I kind of like know some people who are pretty good at fighting ninjas and all sorts of people. And Shiva says, no, they're only going to get themselves killed. They will not stop until they have like hunted us down. We have to run and face them ourselves. Now, when I first read this, I was like, that's kind of a bullshit reason for Cassandra to go along with her. Because we're talking about the Bat family. You know, this is like Batman, you know, Nightwing, the 12 Robins, you know, Oracle, Stephanie, Signal, a whole bunch of these guys. These characters have fought like Darkseid and like, you know, all like the Joker and Ra's al Ghul and like all like a myriad of different like unbeatable world-ending threats, and have like brushed them off. The Court of Owls, they have like dealt with the Court of Owls, and like these kind of like, I don't know, these Mortal Kombat knockoffs. They're a threat. Until I really started thinking about, and actually as we go through the series, where Shiva is very obviously manipulating Cassandra, and the worst part is Cassandra kind of knows, actually. She's not trusting, she barely trusts Shiva all throughout this arc. So I'm thinking, in a way, I really do believe that Cassandra doesn't 100% buy it. Like, oh, like these guys are a huge threat. But I'll go along with you. Like, because as we learn later in this story, she's always felt that need. And there's this line later in the story. Actually, it is, reading it to this one, it's in late in the story arc. It's issue 5. Gorgeous cover, by the way. Where Cassandra is knocked out, and she has a conversation with Stephanie. This vision of Stephanie that she has, because they are totally not in the closet for each other. So I do kind of like ship the two of them. There's a strong case that they are interested, but that's neither here nor there. But she has this confessional discussion that's a little trippy, as a dream to Stephanie, because she is probably the person she trusts the most outside of Batman and Barbara, really. Maybe she feels more comfortable with her than the other two, because Batman and Barbara, Bruce and Barbara have kind of more of a parental relationship with her, versus Stephanie, who is a little bit more on the same side. But she has this wonderful conversation where she knew from the age of 8 that David Kane, her father, was no damn good. Like the second he had like trained her to be a killer, and the second she did, she understood that it was wrong and what he was teaching her was wrong. So she has like spent her life since then running from that. But she's never, up until she met Lady Shiva in the original Batgirl series, she didn't know who her mother was. She wondered, like, was she a victim like I was? Was she someone who had no idea what was going on? Was she dead? I don't know. Was she a regular person? She had this belief that maybe her mother was a decent person, that maybe just ran into the wrong guy. And unfortunately, she was Lady Shiva, who is one of the most unique, awful, piece of shit garbage villains in the DC universe. Like, that's one of the things I love about Lady Shiva. Like, she is a fascinating villain, but like, you don't want anything to do with her. Like, she is always gaslighting you or killing you. Like, or she's one of the best fighters, arguably, in the world. She can beat Batman hand to hand with little trouble. She's a legit threat, and you do not want to have anything to do with her. So she has this regret of this woman, this mother that she had kind of built up in her head, through most of her life until the day she actually met her. And she mourns that. She mourns this mother that she thought she might have had. Which is why she kind of like gives Shiva this pass up until she knows she can't. So that kind of explains why she kind of sort of buys Shiva's very obvious bullshit that, oh, the Unburied will totally kill the Bat family if we go back to, you know, Bruce Wayne and such. So she goes along with this, and we of course like this is basically a chase through these 6 issues. I gotta say, chase with some wonderful martial arts sequences, and I love the sequence in issue 3 where they battle in the train. We run into the other daughter of Ra's al Ghul. She is alive again. I don't know when she came back, but you know, she's back. But she factors very little into this. If anything, her most important contribution to this is that, you know, she connects this to the Destruction's Daughter story arc, which was the last story arc of the original series. There's a lot of good references to the original series as well. I gotta say, I'm always impressed. DC is so bad with continuity. I'm always impressed when they're able to refer to something that happened in a comic years ago instead of last year, written by the same artist. So when they do that, it's like, oh yeah, hey, you connected those things, cool. That's still in play, because something Marvel understands that DC tends to not is continuity. While if you don't abuse it, if you don't find yourself like shackled to it, is a good way of building drama and layering weight to a situation, to a character's decision, and that has a lot to do with their relationship, and this arc is built on that relationship, and like in between like amazing action sequences. So I don't want to give too much away because I do want you to read this, but it is building up to this sequence of the characters having to fight the main warriors of the Unburied. And yes, of course, what's pissing off the Unburied is a legitimate reason to be angry at Lady Shiva. Like, of course, Shiva is the way she is. And, you know, yeah, they have a right to be upset. And they still have to battle their way out of the situation. And leaving the characters in split directions, leaving Shiva's fate vague as Cassandra takes off. This is a terrific opening arc to this series. I gotta say, Bromwell has a wonderful grasp on Cassandra's history, the relationship between her and Shiva, because that is like front and center on this arc. I mean, it's interesting because there is no like setup for Cassandra's like place in this world at all. We just go right in, like nothing. Like, oh hey, you know, here's Batman, or here's her dealing with Gotham City, where she is in this time. No, nothing. We just go right into it. Do you not know? Well, then too bad. So buckle up. We're going to go right into this. That is, I would admit, would probably not be the most inviting for new readers. It would have been nice to maybe have the first issue kind of build somewhat of Cassandra's place in the Batman universe at this time and a relationship with Shiva. Although, granted, the relationship with Shiva is nicely sprinkled throughout the arc, so that's appreciated. I will say there are times where we go back and forth between Cassandra being rightfully upset of her murderous evil mom to giving her way too much credit, and to the point of where I'm not sure if the story where the story wants us to sympathize with, and like who should we follow. The only person we can is Cassandra, thank goodness. But we go back and forth between like the Unburied and and Shiva as far as like having sympathies with, because the Unburied isn't perfect. I mean, they kill innocent people on the way to get to them, so they're not the best. But yeah, this all wouldn't have started without Shiva. So it does kind of get a little bit murky in those regards, for good and for worse. But like I said, Miyazawa's art, absolutely gorgeous. I'm not familiar with their work, but one of the things I think is important for anybody doing Cassandra Cain Batgirl is paying attention to the martial arts fights, because Cassandra is to martial arts fighting as to the Flash is to speed stuff. That's that's their thing. So that should be front and center. If you don't really have good martial arts fight scenes in a Cassandra Cain Batgirl book, you're kind of doing a disservice to the character. So I've seen her be just okay, and I've seen okay fight scenes in previous books featuring her, and you got to bring your A game when writing fight sequences, and this is really well done. And there are several like scenes where we get to see like multiple shots going through like trains and buildings. I believe there is, if you excuse me, there is this multi-page fight where we go through like buildings and scenery. It's just so wonderfully done. I absolutely love some of the stuff here. I think, oh yeah, it's the train. The train sequence is great. We go like from here to like further down the car, and then out. It's so nicely like mapped. I really loved it. Wonderful stuff. So I'm going to give this arc, I'm going to give it 4 out of 5 RAM chips. I think it's an excellent start. Welcome back, Cassandra, to your own solo book. And this really does dig deep into like the incredibly toxic relationship Cassandra has with Shiva. I don't know if we'll see any more of David Cain, although the original series did really kind of said all we needed to really say about that relationship. So I'm not really sure if there's any more to mine from that, but who knows? We've done 80 years of Bruce Wayne and his parents, so I'm sure there's probably something else we could talk about with Cain. But I really dug it. If you're a Cassandra Cain fan, if you like Batgirl, the Batman comics in general, if you're looking for a good martial arts book, which come and go. Sometimes we have a pretty good one for a while and then nothing for a while. This one, I thought, really nailed all that stuff. So yeah, 4 out of 5 RAM chips. I think it's a really good start. I'm very interested to see where they go from here. I am just some minor quibbles with some of the storytelling. I feel like maybe we could have positioned the places of the characters a little bit better. I don't know if we needed 6 issues to tell the story. But that's those are to me kind of nitpicks as far as like presentation. For the most part, excellent work. So hey, did you read this comic? Let me know. You can find me at all sorts of places. I'm on Facebook. Blue Sky, Substack, Tumblr. And you can support this channel and Manos Publishing for just $1 a month over at Patreon. And right now, as I speak, there is, I believe, 10 more days left on the Red Knight 8 Kickstarter. Go check it out. Actually, by the time this premieres, it'll probably be 9 days. So go check it out. You can support my comic. I do a lot of action superhero stuff myself. Go there and you can find cool rewards. Issue 8, never read the book before, no problem. You can get add-ons so you can read the whole series. Let me know in the comments below if you read this and if you're interested in reading more Cassandra Cain, if you have any favorite Cassandra Cain moments from any one of the multitude of books she's been in over the years. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be kind of happy to hear about it. Click, subscribe, the notification bell, and don't forget to like it and subscribe. That's how it goes. Well, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna kung fu out of here myself. I'll see you next week with another arc review. Don't know what I'm reviewing just yet, so it'll be a surprise to all of us. Push the button, Lindsay.